Hi everyone, so here's one of my salon redesigns I did yesterday. She wanted French with a little Miss Lucy twist. So I started off by filing down her previous set to a very thin base of the clear acrylic. I filed off the end for the cut down, but I've not filed into shape yet. I do that after. And I've taken a bead of CJP Cherry Blossom, taken the liquid out of the back, and then placed where I want the smile line to be. I've then gently blended it back, and using the tip of my brush, just creating that nice crisp smile line there. When I'm happy with that, I'm coming in with the second bead at the cuticle area and blending forwards. I don't take the liquid out of this bead because I want a nice blend to the cuticle area. And I come in with a bead of negligee, just to create my apex. Okay, and then I'm going to do that on all of the nails, and then once they're set, I'm coming in with my 150 grit file, and I'm pushing against that acrylic, not down onto the tip, against the acrylic, just to file that smile line nice and crisp. Dust that off, and then I'm going to do an accent nail of an ombre. So I'm coming in with my Snow White acrylic powder, blending towards the tip and then gently feathering up. And then coming in with Cherry Blossom at the cuticle area and then blending down. Just want a little bit more of that Cherry Blossom. So coming in a little lower and then blending down again. And then I'm going to cap that entire nail in negligee. And then I'm getting a bead of the Snow White, taking the liquid out of the back, placing on the centre of my smile line, and then pushing back and blending back to make sure it really gets up into the wings. I'll add a little bit more on the tip there. So I know when I file through I'll have a nice crisp smile line. So when they're all set, usual filing, sidewall, sidewall, free edge. This is when I then file back into the shape that my client wears. And then gently around the cuticle area, nice and gently, and then down the bulk of the nail. And this is when you see that smile line starting to appear. Always be very careful around those sidewalls because you don't want to blend out those wings. And take a minute to stop and look at the nail from every angle, making sure you're not over filing, keeping it nice and even. And then the same with the ombre now. Sidewall, sidewall, free edge, filing it back into that shape. Sorry, I got disrupted by my alarm clock there. So I'm using my CJP LED top coat now. And I really love the contrast between the ombre and the crisp smile line here. Okay, 60 seconds LED. And then on the ombre now I'm going to do some 3D flowers. So I'm using Snow White and Rose Garden. So I pick up a little bit of Snow White and then into the Rose Garden and then drain a bit of liquid out of the back of the bead. And then place on the nail. Now, if you're not used to doing 3D, do one bead at a time. I just work a bit quicker, so I tend to do 3. And then I'm coming in at a 45-degree angle with that brush and creating those petal shapes. And then I'm coming in with my central bead, placing that right in the middle there. And then while that's setting, I'm going to go into Junebug as well as Snow White to create the leaf. And then coming in right on top and just pushing that out to be the centre of my little flower. Using the side of my brush just to create the texture in the flower there too. And then just creating a few other little petals just to add a bit of movement, so it's not just a leaf, a petal. Ooh, a flower stuck in the middle of the nail. I was going to add some little dots of acrylic. As you can see, I had a little play and then I decided no, I don't like these, so I got rid of them. So I decided to add another little petal down the bottom. And then I'm going to add some Swarovskis. So exactly the same thing, placing it on, waiting for it to go matte, and then shaping it into a little petal design. And then I'm using the Glitter Fairy Spring Swarovski pot, which has various shapes, sizes and various colours and sizes all around. And then I'm using my white wax crayon and my Polybond to pick them up and place them randomly on the nail. And there you go. I allow the glue to dry, make sure the acrylic's fully set, and then I add a little bit of cuticle oil, and we're done. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that tutorial. Any questions or comments, just pop them below, and any requests, pop those below too. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye!